Hello everybody, welcome here. It's SBPC coming at you with the ZU metagame discussion for April. This video will be just a collection of what I think will be rises, drops in the ZU meta due to a mass majority of things really. See this shift we had Silvally Ghost. Cannot type. It's taking forever. My computer. Silvally Ghost and Tangela Rise. And so pretty much what these mons did were they had complete separate roles. Oh, also Oricorio Pom Pom. I forget the thing exists. So what rose this shift? Oricorio Pom Pom, Tangela, and Silvally Ghost. And these three all had different roles. They were pretty good inside ZU. Held pretty potent abilities, tricks up their sleeves that they could use. Silvally Ghost, he was one of the tier's better defoggers. He could run Bolt Beam, Shadow Ball with a U-turn or parting shot, and it made for a really good offensive Silvally, as well as he could also just run his tried and true offensive defogger. Could also go physical with Swords Dance, Shadow. No, it was multi-attack and double edge on the physical side. So that's just like an influential rise. You just kind of lose something, but other Silvallies can kind of patch in. It's just the typing of Ghost was really good for what it did. So losing that kind of sucks. Tangela. Tangela was probably the most influential rise of this shift. Because what happens is now, with Tangela gone, you have the region core between Tangela and Marina. That's gone. You have one of ZU's best physical walls gone. And despite the fact that he kind of relied on EVLite a little bit for the special side, he did such a great job at being either on an offense or a defensive side. He was just a really good grass type, and he had Regenerator, and his defenses were just really, really strong. So it's going to be an influential rise, as now a lot of physical types that were physical mons, not physical type, but physical mons that were walled by Tangela, and it's just like massive defenses. Because like, this isn't what people actually ran, but just like this plus EVLite, it was just disgusting, and he had huge defenses. So, and then Oricorio. So Oricorio was probably the least influential of these. It still did a good job at what it did, which was it ran Z Hurricane. It was kind of a wall breaker, just kind of busted through. But it wasn't really that popular because of the dominance of Electivire and Rotom Fan. Just much better electric types for the tier at the time. So let's talk about what rises, what falls. So with Tangela gone, Leafeon has less things to worry about. Sawsbuck has less things to worry about. Just physical attackers that would be stopped or had to run special coverage for Tangela no longer have to do that. Now, Gourgeist also coincidentally rises for this same reason, that there is no Tangela, so someone has to do this job of stopping your Choice Band Komalas, or just like checking out your Choice Band Komalas, your physical Floatzels, which Gourgeist still does not like physical Floatzel, and just punching it on Evire. So pretty much it dropped in on a lot of things that Tangela just kind of patched up and covered for. It's going to be a lot more difficult to wall these off now, so they are definitely going to rise. Gourgeist is going to rise because, in my opinion, it now becomes the premier grass wall of ZU. Like, Gourgeist Super is the only thing with defenses that come close to matching Tangela. Just, there's nothing really that sits on things like Tangela did. And the Regenerator being gone as well means that teams are going to be a lot more offensive coming in this shift. For Silvally Ghost, just kind of, there isn't much that rises or falls because of Ghost. It's just some teams are going to have to rebuild because they used him pretty well. Komala is going to have a little bit more room to spam return, given it does have to watch out for Gourgeist more often now, but it can just U-turn on that. It doesn't mind just clicking U-turn and going into a check for it. So what rises? Big boy physical attackers, more offense in general, things that Tangela what falls this meta? Honest to God opinion, I think personally that without the Valley Ghost running around, there's not going to be as many Sil Valley Darks. Not that there were many to begin with, because you don't really have much to Pursuit Trap. Much reason to Pursuit Trap bar maybe Gourgeist, who doesn't care for it, and let's see what else. I'm just kind of looking through right now because not even I know. Next. Let's see. Some things that might fall off because of what's rising. So, more physical attackers means that Chromuk is going to have more of a problem setting up. So this means that if Chromuk isn't paired with Gourgeist, it's going to be falling down quite easily. And teams will have to prepare for that more. More defensive teams are going to struggle a little bit, especially Stall. Just because Mons like Tangela, Mons like that were kind of very nice to have. Marini is now like the only, as far as I know, viable regenerator Pokemon. It may see a rise. The shift wasn't like incredibly influential in any ways.